Hi everybody. I'm taking a walk and wanted to invite you to come along with me. As I said in my last post, a liberal friend of mine, somebody that I respect, sent me an article from the New York Times, an opinion article entitled something like How Evangelicals Can Cheer for Both Love and Hate. And the article was lamenting how evangelicals can, in one breath, cheer for Erica Kirk, and who represents love and all that is good about Christian charity, and then in the same memorial service also cheer for Stephen Miller and Donald Trump, who represent all that is evil and wicked in this world. Basic gist of the article. It was, obviously, it was a New York Times article about a conservative. It was about as unbiased as you could get. And I have a few thoughts about it, a few comments that I want to share. I appreciate the article. One thing that I agree with the author is that I hope, towards the end of his article, and I don't have the article in front of me, I can't record and look at my article on my phone at the same time. But towards the end of the article, he says something along the lines of, I hope that what people primarily take away from the memorial service is Erica Kirk and not Donald Trump. This, of course, is absolutely true. Erica Kirk represents, I don't even know. She's incredible. I've never heard man or woman speaker anywhere speak with such power and authority and fierceness as Erica Kirk. I can't even think of a close second. So what she said and what she did, that she forgave her husband's killer, is something that is not seen in this world. So yes, Erica Kirk represents the very, very, very best of Christian charity, the best of humanity is represented in Erica Kirk. 100% agree. Now let's flesh it out a little bit. How can we as conservatives cheer for Erica Kirk and then cheer for Stephen Miller, who says that those who are what does he say? Those who are pure evil and hatred and foment hatred have nothing. They are nothing. They produce nothing. We who are people who love and who work for traditional values in America, we who forgive her husband's killer as Erica Kirk did, we are the ones who create, we are the ones who fight against injustices. Okay, Stephen Miller, I thought he was one of my favorite speakers at the entire event. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And I agree wholeheartedly with what he said. This is why, people, it is so important to go to the source, particularly if you are reading an opinion article or any type of commentary whatsoever about, particularly if it's left commentary about a right-wing individual, or if it's left-wing commentary about a right-wing, I said that wrong. Whether it's left talking about the right or right talking about the left, you've got to go to the source and watch the actual video. What did the human being actually say? What was the context of what they said, etc., etc. Stephen Miller was addressing essentially the assassins in this world. He was addressing pure evil and hatred. If the writer of the article wants to identify himself as being pure evil and hatred and take personal offense that Stephen Miller says that those people produce nothing and are nothing, I guess you can identify yourself with that. I didn't identify myself with that. In fact, when I watched the speech, I did not identify all liberals or all Democrats or even most liberals and most Democrats as being pure evil and hatred. There is certainly a subsection of them that is pure evil and pure hatred, like the assassin that we see, like the people who are dancing on Charlie Kirk's grave and encouraging that more assassinations like that take place. That's what I took Stephen Miller to mean. I think anybody and everybody that was there, that's what they took Stephen Miller to mean. So I agree wholeheartedly with Stephen Miller. Perhaps the writer of the article would like to suggest what good things people like that, people who assassinated Charlie Kirk, encouraged his assassination and now are celebrating it and encouraging more. Perhaps the author would like to explain to us what good value they bring to the world. No, for the most part, certainly anybody who actually assassinates, also those who encourage it, the strong arm of justice needs to fall on these people. And a lot of these people, by following all the laws and all the criminal justice system, need to be taken out of this world. If you're going to take the life of an innocent human being because they share their ideals, you need to be removed from this planet. I fully support that. So I agree with Stephen Miller, disagree with the article. If you read the way the article was written, though, the individual writing the article makes the argument that Stephen Miller is talking about all Democrats and liberals as being nothing and producing nothing and useless human beings. And how does that jive with what Erica Kirk says, that everybody has value? You just have to watch it. You have to go to the source to see that the writer of the article was being disingenuous. He was either intending to ignore the actual words that Stephen Miller said, that it's not all liberals, that it's not all Democrats, but it is those who foment nothing but evil and hatred, that do not contribute any good whatsoever to this world. And I wholeheartedly applaud him for his speech. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. What are we going to do with Donald Trump? Again, this is why you have to go to the source, because if you just read the article, or if you just listen to a commentary about Donald Trump's speech, then you are likely to come away terrified. Oh my goodness, he hates us all, and he's going to send his armies of darkness on the conservative side, all those Nazis, he's going to send them to get us all, and we're all going to die. He's an evil dictator. Okay, that might be the conclusion that you would come to. If you actually watch his speech, you see him arriving at a very human moment in his speech. Something that I can identify with. In his speech, he said that he hates his enemies. What was the context and how did he say it? Both of those are important. The context was he was holding up Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk and talking about what extraordinary people they are, and how can Erica Kirk love her enemies so much that she forgives her husband's killer? How is that even possible? Don't think about it in the third person. If somebody, God forbid, if somebody killed your child, if somebody killed your spouse, and then 11 days later you got up and forgave that person, how does she do that? I can't do that. I'm pretty dang sure that if somebody took my child or my spouse from me, I would hate that person every day for the rest of my life. I hate them, you know? I mean, yeah, by the way, anybody who disagrees with me there, I will listen to you if you have actually had a dear loved one taken from you. I will absolutely listen to you and your experience. If you have not, please don't imagine that you would have the same level of strength and integrity as Erica Kirk, because I don't believe you. Okay? If you already have, then maybe you would. I don't know. But there are people who experience such tremendous loss like Erica does, and I just cannot imagine myself forgiving those people. I see myself as hating those people forever. Maybe God would give me grace to do it, maybe not. I can't say because I've never been in that circumstance. But that's what Trump was saying. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that's what Trump was saying. He was making a joke. He was being Donald Trump. He was making a point that, wow, I'm down here with the humans, the other human beings who hate our enemies. Erica Kirk, what we just saw, how she forgave her husband, and the way that Charlie Kirk is, oh my goodness. I mean, that's way above what I'm capable of doing. So that's the context. Go watch the video. Watch 100 videos of Donald Trump, and in fact, watch 20 videos of Donald Trump's speeches, and you'll have him figured out pretty quick. He always puts himself out there. He always displays his humanity. He's not especially ashamed of his humanity, which makes him real. You know, a lot of people would say, I love my enemies, even when they don't. The left says this all the time. Even the left that is posting memes equating me and every other Republican in the country as a Nazi, even that segment of the left, in one breath they say, I am, you know, I would forgive. I am good. I am all love. I love my enemies as myself. Oh, by the way, you're all Hitlerites and you're all Nazis, and let's go ahead and cheer for your assassination and death. Okay, so yes, there's a lot of people that do that. Donald Trump is not one of those people. He makes no apologies about being a human being. He makes no apologies about being a weak human being, because all of us in our humanity are weak. And I appreciate that about Donald Trump. I would rather have someone who says, I could never be like Erica Kirk. I can't even imagine forgiving the killer of my spouse, the killer of my family. I can't even imagine that. I think I would hate that person forever. I would much rather hear that from somebody than this fake baloney that people say that I love my neighbor. Oh, they're all Nazis, let's kill them. Okay, so that's my thoughts on the article. I appreciate my friend sending it to me. I have not changed my opinions about Stephen Miller. I have not changed my opinions about Donald Trump. I will say, however, I really wish that Erica Kirk had been the last speaker there. I mean, she was such a highlight that to have Donald Trump come after her was just kind of a, I don't know, it was just a letdown, you know. I mean, it was about Charlie Kirk's memorial, and the speech that we will all carry with us for the rest of our lives is not what Donald Trump said, it is what Erica Kirk said and did. So I will say I wish that she was the last speaker there, but no, Donald Trump is not the evil dictator who's coming to get you all because he hates you. Listen to the context, listen to his tone of voice, look at his voice inflections, look at his facial expressions when he says the things that he says, and imagine that it's possible that he's a human being who's not ashamed of showing his humanness. Take that mentality and watch it again and see what your conclusion is. Thank you and have a great day. Oh, if you see anything on here that you like and subscribe. Hit the button down there. Everybody says that. So I'll say it too. Bye-bye.